Getting the vibe.
Not for real.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, let's get back into it. This is crazy. But
oh yeah,
we were
they
just
can hear me.
yeah, we were just talking about Unbreakable with that, and I wanted to ask you what was the point? Was it 2022?
2021.
2022. Like you created the brand.
I just was trying to figure out what I represented as an artist.
Yeah.
Like, I always made videos about how to do this, how to do that, and people would always say, "Hey, you can't give me advice because you haven't made it."
Yeah.
And I was like, what was the one thing people would always say about me? It's that my mindset, the amount of effort I put in, my hard work was a rarity, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't about how well my videos did, but it's like I've never met someone who works harder than you. I've gotten that from people. And I was like, what really makes me valuable and what has been the root of all the things I've talked about in all these videos over the past couple of years?
Yeah.
It's about becoming mentally unbreakable. Nothing breaks you. Nothing stops you. You don't give up. It's not about necessarily winning. It's about not breaking, not giving up on yourself. And that was the one thing that I was able to do, and that just was a core component of what I valued in my life. I was always pissed off at people.
Yeah.
Not because they had bad music.
Mm-mm.
The thing that pissed me off so much about everyone else was how easy they gave up. They broke. They quit. So it was just a purpose that I was super attached to.
Yeah. Was there a point that you almost broke? In a sense, like
I break down a lot. I break down.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like quitting. I feel discouraged. I feel unconfident all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I want to emphasize with this is that's okay as long as you don't quit.
Yeah.
I feel like not doing music, like not doing this, like I suck. I feel all the things everyone else feels.
Yeah, you'll feel it one day.
Stop.
You'll feel super confident one day.
Someday.
And then the next day
Exactly.
you're like, okay.
Like I'm not, Unbreakable is not about becoming mentally superhuman. It's about not letting yourself stop you.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like not doing something, the greatest still do it. Like don't let those feelings dictate you.
Yeah.
And even if they do consume you, as long as you don't stop, that's what Unbreakable is about for me. And like I really want to take it forward, and I realize that so many people stop their creative passion. Nearly every single person like I've talked to nearly had some sort of creative passion they wanted to do, either did it in the past and stopped it or never even tried it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is this happening? You meet people in music industry club where we were, and
oh my gosh,
same thing.
You know? Yeah, that was a crazy story.
Like people will give up.
Yeah. When we met at the mic thing, what did you see in me at that point?
Weird. Not weird person. Not weird person.
Oh, okay, that was funny.
Not weird person. Not
funny
weird
as hell.
person. Let me emphasize that.
Yeah.
Not weird person. Great person.
Yeah.
Weird music.
Mm.
In fact, it's one of the only songs I remember that day.
Wait, really? There was like 50 people in the room chat.
It is the only song I remember that day.
What was that?
Other than my song. Because it was so confusing. But it was so confusing in the best ways.
Yeah, I was so scared to play that song. It was Vision a Journey, and I think
I want to hear that again, honestly.
Oh my gosh, I had 30 different violins. I had 10 different violins, like 5 different cellos, a few bass things. It was like I think I spent almost like 3 months on the track chat, and I was like, I'm not gonna share this with anyone. And I shared it, and I was like, I'm fucking shitting myself. I felt that.
Yeah.
Did you feel nervous, like sharing that track around
yes.
us? Yeah. That was a nervous
I also had
wracking.
some weird lines in there.
Oh, really? What was like the
I'm
weirdest?
the sperm that made it.
Oh, that was that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I still haven't released that song. I actually think it's a great song. I want to maybe just refine it a little bit.
Gotta dig in the vault.
Yeah, it's called Confidence. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool song. Maybe I'll just play with some mixing and refine it, drop it on the next mixtape. But yeah.
Oh my God.
What stood out to me from you is definitely your weirdness and your willingness and your confidence and courage to be weird. everyone's songs were just generically good.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
okay,
Yeah.
it's like good. I mean, it's okay, cool. Like I've heard this shit before.
That's the one.
I didn't like particularly. I thought a lot of things in your song I could have fixed.
Oh yeah.
But I remember it.
That's
And
the best
that
part.
to me is like, and it was like interesting. You were energetic and you were you. Like, that's way more important to me than anything else. I see this music stuff differently than a lot of people, a lot of the snobby people out there, pretentious snobs. Like,
Yeah.
I see this as like, there's an art to being interesting. There's an art to being you. There's a whole different just field of artists like you or me who do things differently. And this field isn't respected in a lot of hip hop, but fuck them. Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I do care at times, but
There's other times it's just like, nah,
we
we ain't having this.
My purpose is to piss a lot of people off. I'm gonna piss a lot of people
Go against the grain.
There's a lot of friends I have who will not enjoy my music, will not enjoy.
When you were growing up, do you feel like no one really felt like that? I kind of felt like that when I started.
I felt like you're misunderstood for sure.
Yeah, because you're like, you see this path that no one else is taking at that point in time.
And even the people taking it.
Oh yeah, or your closest friends.
Not taking it alone, they're taking it with people.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard point. That's like one of the hardest points, I think. Because you're at a crossing point of like, oh, is someone testing me? Like everyone's testing you to see if you're actually worthy of that.
Yeah.
What was the breaking point? What was the point that you were like, and I'm sure every artist kind of feels like this where they feel confident at some stages, but was there a certain point where you can just say, like, you can switch a flip in your mind and say, okay, I'm ready?
I had two moments. I think there was one moment where I had a friend who passed away.
Oh, shit.
And I did a tribute song to him. And that was the first time I attributed music as a solution to help with emotion.
Yeah.
And I really did that.
Yeah.
Like, music helped me, but it was the first time I was able to see music help somebody else or provide closure to a situation. That was the first one. You know, I had a friend named Warren, passed away, rest in peace.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, he was a cool guy. We played Minecraft. He had this turtle mod. Like, I don't even know.
You said turtle?
There was like no turtles in Minecraft. I just remember going to his house.
How did he add a turtle in Minecraft?
What
the fuck?
I went to his house. I just remember that vividly. Like, somehow he had Minecraft with turtles, and no one else had it. I didn't even have Minecraft.
I had never heard
I actually
that.
was so inspired by going to his house and playing Minecraft that I came back home and tried to get Minecraft, but there was like some free version that sucked.
Yeah.
And that was the only one I had. Anyway, that was the first moment. Second moment, COVID.
Oh,
COVID
really?
was amazing to me. That changed my life. Being stuck in the house, having nothing to do but to make music, having no opinions to worry about, having no girls to simp for, like just being locked in with music for the first time in my life and having an excuse and permission was amazing. And don't worry about the chat, bro. Like, this is gonna
I'm not even worried about chat.
This is a stamp in 10 years' time, so we're not worried about that.
Oh, yeah. Luckily no one's in chat, honestly. That's kind of a blessing in disguise.
But, I mean, you are streaming it. Like, one a.m. Like,
yeah.
But I think that was the second moment. I took music seriously.
Damn.
Because it was never first priority. Like, it was always first priority in my mind, but it was never first priority. I was never allowed to have it, technically.
Was that
first for now?
Was that IU?
No, that was COVID. Like, in terms of last semester of
okay, like high school, and you're like, okay, this is the final
I did
strike.
full college first year online.
Yeah.
And I was working on music on the side, made this album called Gen Riff. Like, is that album the best thing ever? I think it's pretty good, but it has some flaws for sure. But was it a changing point? 200%.
Yeah. The thing.
I'm still proud of that album, and the person that it made after that album, some flipped, some switched.
Yeah.
I just leveled up so much.
The thing I struggled with the most starting out music was I wanted to blow up so bad. And there would be certain days like, oh, I'm going to release a song and I'm going to blow up in this way. Or, oh, it's Friday and it's come. Did you have that point at any time where you're like, this song is definitely going to be a hit? And then how did you deal with that recovery? It's like almost a letdown.
When you don't know who you are and what you're trying to do,
yeah,
you're going to try to blow up easily.
And you do it in quick ways.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's from a lack of information about what your fan base is.
Yes.
Because you think that is the next step for you, the right step for you. I was trying to blow for 5 years, dude.
Oh my God.
So that whatever you're feeling, I had that, like posting TikToks, doing whatever I could take to get traction, desperate.
You don't know as an artist because you never,
And
we both said,
it's really bigger than just blowing up. Like you have to create, you have to kind of try to blow up. You have to kind of go through that, I think, to figure out. The best thing that did for me is it made me figure out who I was, like who I was as an artist, or what type of people really resonate with what I do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of borderline scaring the hose music. Borderline. Like in definition. And I gotta be somewhat okay with that,
Oh, wait, actually, what's your target market for that?
I would say people like me.
No. I mean, like the male, female.
Male, probably mostly.
Yeah. Okay. I was curious about that.
But I think we got a lot of LGBTQs in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I preach individualism, discovering who you are, being courageous to be yourself. So, obviously, I'm in support of that.
Yeah.
So I think we got a lot of that, which I'm cool. I'm actually not even cool. I'm really happy about. Yeah, that's my demographic. But
yeah,
I make scaring the hose music, like a little.
Nah.
Not crazy, but in between.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna have girls shaking ass to my music like that.
I don't know. 2025 music.
2025 music. Yeah.
I pulled up in a.
Like, come on, are girls shaking ass to say Dada? I probably.
Wait, no. I was jumping on a trampoline the other day. Wait, hold on, Chad.
What are you gonna pull up? You gonna pull up a girl shaking ass to?
Damn right. No, I'm kidding.
That's a girl in the military. That's not.
No, this I've been playing constantly.
Oh my God, I made this an hour before 2025.
Really?
Yes.
This is hardcore. Ash drop opposite of Playboy Cardi. When you said the Logan Paul bar, I was dead. I was Chad.
Dude, I'm gonna put that on streaming. I'm gonna get that.
Please.
I just want a little, just a little outing. If money grows on trees, call me
Logan Paul. I'm surrounded. Counting.
Those are the type of bars I want to do with Say Dada. Like, how would you think of that?
My jaw dropped. I don't even know how you came up with that. That was generational talent at its finest. Say Dada.
Like, you guys understand what you're doing. Like, a lot of people are gonna think I'm uncool. Like, it's kind of what it is. Like, people think.
You feel like that when you came out with Say Dada?
No, not when I came out with Say Dada.
Oh.
In a normal environment, in a work environment.
Oh my gosh, a
general,
work environment.
I'm a weirdo. I'm a little bit of a weirdo.
Yeah.
A weird pickle.
Like you can't say it like.
My drip kind of sucks. Like,
nah.
But that's on brand. Like,
ooh.
Like, it's on brand for me to be me.
Yeah.
And not please everyone. And when you try to blow up, like, it's a lack of information. When I did Say Dada and that hit, and I did the Styles of Rap, and I did all these videos, I realized, like, the type of audience and the culture that we're promoting.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's a rebellion against the pretentious artist culture that has been kind of dictating everything for so long. The pretentious, mysterious artist. It's the complete opposite. It's like weird, open, vulnerable people trying to have fun with genuine passion, what they want to do. And weird people who don't believe they're better than everybody. Like, I'm going to say it. Like, I don't agree with Tyler, the Creator, sitting here, and I don't agree with even Kendrick. Like, the pretentiousness, I don't agree with that, too.
How so?
I have to stand for something, right? Obviously, like, I don't agree with this idea that unless you feel like somebody doesn't care about music, that's a different issue. I feel like Ian and Drake, who are the people that we're talking about, I feel like they care about music.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
I agree with, like, I think Tyler and the Kendrick are amazing artists.
Yeah.
But this whole pretentious movement that has been cultivated by those fan bases needs a rebellion to that.
Yep.
And on the other end, you have the people who are not considered artists, you know?
Yep.
The DDGs, the Kai Cenats, not Kai Cenat exactly. He's not really a rapper. But
The
DDGs,
Black Boy Max.
Who are in the middle of this content scene. They're not respected as real artists. And I feel like they should be.
Yeah.
They actually probably are more talented than quote-unquote real artists.
Yeah.
And that's what I represent. I represent the rebellion to this pretentiousness, the rebellion to the content game. Everyone's been shitting on the term YouTube rapper for the history, and we just let it slide.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to let it slide anymore. Like, that's what I represent. Everyone's got to represent something, I guess, right? What do you actually represent? Who actually pisses you off? I'm not saying I hate Tyler. I think Tyler and Kendrick are, of course, they're actually some of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
But
what did Kendrick do?
You know?
What did Kendrick do? I get the Tyler
whole
thing.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I get the Drake beef.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is gonna sound crazy. This is the first time I publicly spoke about it. It's gonna get pulled up in like books and just.
And 5 years it makes sense.
I get you're taking the moral angle, trying to take down Drake, but so many people that have been in collaboration spheres of Kendrick Lamar or been close have done same things you're accusing Drake of or around the same field. Like, and now you're going to pull the moral card. Like, just don't pull the moral card. Yeah. In general. Just, like, people, that's not how I see it. Like, I see music as, music as a way and a vehicle to bring the best out of people and change people's lives. Yeah. So when we're talking the language of music, let's talk the language of music. You know? Yeah. That's what I personally think about it. And I guess, like, I was afraid to say it because I know these fan bases are crazy.
They're crazy.
But first of all, like, I love GNX. I love Call Me If You Get Lost. So, like, I'm a fan of these both. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I got to stand for something, right? Yeah. If like, people will not like that opinion, but that is an opinion I should be fine with them not agreeing with or liking because I have to stand for something. Content creators are amazing. If they care about the art of what they're doing, they're amazing. It is its own art. It's its own art to kind of be a content creator, to be that vulnerable, to be that open and create music. Yeah. And that is the rise. That is what's doing well. That is what people are resonating with. But the old school people are afraid of it. And that is what basically I represent. Yeah. You know? It's not necessarily the strip club anthem. It's not necessarily the Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, yeah. But it's exciting. It's interesting. It's fun. It's helpful. It's valuable. It's positive. You know? Yeah. And you got to stand for something. And when you don't stand for something, it's fine. Like, I didn't always stand for this, but you just want to blow up. That's the closest thing you think to success, and it's like, no. Beyond everything, you need to carve a very specific part in hip hop that some people will get and understand. Yeah. And you need to really deeply care about and water that plant for years and create a whole scene. It's kind of like what Kendrick's doing with the West Coast. Like, creating a whole scene, like, really, that's what culture is. When you try to do everything, it's really hard to create that culture. So you have to create a culture and stand by that culture. The wave of Unbreakable is that culture. It's this culture of us uniting, being creators, being ourselves, being weird, being uncool, and a little over the top, not fitting in, but combining together with our vulnerability and our personality to create fun stuff, cool stuff, great stuff, like all kinds of stuff. But
Well, the thing is, you're kind of breaking a boundary at this point. I don't think it's necessary. It might be uncool at this point in time, but now you're kind of transcending kind of a line in hip hop in that regard of just saying, okay, I'm going to make this type of content and just say, and this type of music. And then actually, I don't think it's necessarily uncool, but I think at this current moment, people don't know too much about it. So they're not educated enough in that sense. Instead of just being like, okay, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, people also think things are uncool until they're cool. Like, people thought Tyler, the Creator, was lame until golf.
Oh, yeah.
Low battery, by the way.
Oh, bet.
I think I know why. Give me a second.
Bet. Say less.
Is it fixed? Is it charging? No.
Get this in. Just bet.
Okay, so
why charge that in? Oh my gosh. The one thing about the Ian situation is like,
bro, first of all, let me just say this. Look at Ian's, anyone hating on Ian.
yeah,
I've scrolled through his SoundCloud likes.
yeah,
I've looked through his past music. Look through his past music and tell me he does not care about music.
facts.
Look through his past music. It is so damn experimental, you will not expect anything. Like, you will be so blown away by how weird and, like, experimental. If he did not care about hip hop, I promise you would have half of his freaking likes be country songs, half of his likes be pop songs, half of his likes be, like, his likes on SoundCloud are like Atlanta stuff, like Atlanta, like, not even just Atlanta. What's that guy's name? Can I think. I think I saw a little bit of that. I don't know who it was, but some stuff that you wouldn't expect anyone to know. 2,000 of those songs just sitting down. I'm scrolling through it because, I really want to believe what Tyler, the Creator, is saying and that he didn't just misjudge someone.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling through, I'm seeing rap. I listen to his song through and through, featuring some other guy. I don't know what. Listen to that song. Tell me this guy doesn't care about hip hop. I'll stand on this. I really believe he does care about hip hop. Why would he be rapping on beats that sound like they're from 10 years ago? If he really didn't care about hip hop, he'd be rapping on beats that sound like 2025 because that's the wave. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, why would he be making the music he's making? I 100% stand on Ian not being a culture vulture. 100% stand on Ian caring about the art. 100% standing on Ian not being. Now, there are people that maybe Tyler, the Creator, is true about some people, but I don't think Ian.
Yeah.
I mean,
he could have gone after anyone else in that regard. So why do you go after?
I think maybe it was gimmicky that he was like going after the white shirt look.
Yep.
But I think it's easily like you can easily see, like, instinct. Like, you can easily see this guy cares. I feel like I can tell when someone cares and when someone doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Why the hell would you drop 2 albums in 1 year if you didn't care? Like, there's so many, and I guess maybe you could do one of these things if you didn't care, but, like, why would you do so many of these things that prove that you care if you didn't care?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think the world is super behind on Ian. They are sheep, and they want to just follow the opinion of the most powerful person in the room. Fair. Tyler, the Creator, is a very accomplished artist. Still an extremely talented artist. Dare I say an underrated artist. I want to emphasize that. He should be in the big 3 conversation, if I'm being honest with you. Tyler, the Creator's talent, undeniable. One of the best artists of our generation. People will not put him in that Mount Rushmore because of stupidity. I stand by that as well. But he's wrong about Ian. That's all I'll say.
Facts.
Never said that publicly. I've always.
I know.
believed it.
I was like, wow, damn. Pop off our own.
Live in deep water, then so be it.
Bro talks right here. When you started that, did you imagine clipping being that big a thing? I don't think it was that big a thing at that
time.
Clipping, like when you were doing the motivational, like, bro talks.
Nah, I thought I would. Some people said I was motivational, so I tried it, and I stopped doing it after a while because it wasn't an art form.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing the art form in a way where I truly cared about it. And because of that, it was hard for me to be consistent and really take pride on making good videos. I was more just releasing for the sake of it, which is not something I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to really care about the art forms I do, and that's how you do better. Like, you need to care about the art. That is the number one. Care about the music, the image, what you're doing. Care about the vision, the culture. Care very deeply, and care about the videos you do, make it the best they can. It's not about, does this get 10 million views or not. It's more about, how do we make sure this really stamps me in the way I want, and people who watch it enjoy it. You know? This is a bad thumbnail. This is a bad thumbnail of me, man.
I don't know why I popped up this.
That's a bad thumbnail. That's check the audio. Is it doing good?
Yeah, I'm going to check it real quickly.
That's a bad thumbnail. Enjoy it. You know? Do everything. It's not.
Yeah.
It's really hard to create that culture. This aesthetic is perfect.
It really is. It just like creates.
We're just watching ourselves in meta, man. Okay,
Like,
we can stop it. I think maybe my volume can be turned up a little. Yeah.
right now. I'm glad I looked at that now.
So yeah, I think that's my opinion on that. The Kendrick Drake thing. If I speak, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
That's like
Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Drake.
Yeah, that's like a 5-year down the line.
I'm gonna get in deep trouble if I speak. Well,
I think like the Tyler one's like 50-50.
My Discord clowns me for being a Drake fan, but
really?
I'm a Kendrick fan. I like GNX. GNX is probably my favorite album last year. I like both, but I just don't like the moral games, man. Like, I do not like this.
See, it would be fair, all fair in games until like if it was actually like, I never said it, like proven right in that sense. Like, I think everything up until I think Meet the Grams was on point. Meet the Grams.
I just see music differently. I see like
Music
is a second chance for people to me. Music is a chance for people to improve themselves as human beings. Mm-hmm. So when we're battling the language of music, we try to speak. I just don't like this idea. Like, if somebody's a bad person, they can also learn and develop and grow themselves, in my opinion, through creating music. Because I understand how spiritual that process is. Yeah. So I understand, but in my opinion, I'm just going to be honest with you. The one I respect the most is J. Cole. J. Cole, in my opinion, is the real person to look after because he chose his heart, his soul, his spirit over the fame and the accolades. Yep. And he got clowned by the whole internet for this. A lot of people have taken shots at him. Yeah. And he continually chooses the path of the hardest path, which is to not respond and give it attention. Mm-hmm. I had someone beef with me, and I was weak. We can talk about it if you want.
Go for it. Pop off.
I think I was acting off insecurity, even responding to it.
Really? But it was like
it was bad, but like it was a bad situation, tough situation. But I was acting off. Dude, talking about all this is probably bad.
No. But were you going off emotion?
It's a vulnerable situation. I had a beef with somebody who I thought was my friend, and when I saw that the diss track was made on me, I felt so much rage of no way this person's doing this to me. Yeah. And I felt a fear of being misunderstood by my audience, and that propelled me to respond. When I don't like doing diss tracks, I don't like spreading negativity.
Did you have that prepared? Like, did you have like a sense of any, like, if someone was gonna approach you in a sense, like, do you have the mindset of like, I'm gonna make a diss track in that regard, regardless?
No, I don't like making diss tracks because it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts my spirit to make a diss track, especially if it's not like a joke diss track. Like the Say Dada stuff was jokes. Like, I didn't say anything bad about Oddwin. The whole appeal of the Say Dada diss tracks was I was bringing out information he didn't expect me to know and making references to things he didn't expect me to reference. It was not Oddwin
It wasn't
sucks.
Personal. Yeah.
It wasn't at all Oddwin sucks. I'm gonna do this thing like Oddwin did 2015.
Yeah.
Whatever that
he was laughing and dying.
It's like, I know more about you than you know. It's like a Nardwuar track. It's not like a diss track. I've never made a diss track in my life, a serious diss track on anybody. I mean, something like maybe like a long time ago, but I can't talk about that one. That one's like the first song I ever made was like, man, that doesn't really count.
Hey, I did the same. I legit did the same thing.
Never made like a rage fueled track like that.
Did it feel good in the moment? When you really
felt bad not doing it.
Oh.
It felt bad. It didn't feel good doing it.
Okay.
I felt bad not doing it.
Why was that?
Because I feel like I just try to be a good guy, right?
Yeah.
And I try to, like, for this person, dead ass, like, I kid you not, I will say this, and I still say I was a huge fan of their music. Nolan, I was a huge fan of his music. Literally, there are people I've met in person, 5 to 10 people I've shown his music to on my own, trying to put him on, spread him. Like, not saying that I made his career, because I didn't make his career. I didn't. He did, right? He worked hard for that.
Yeah.
But I would literally go out of my way to, like, tell. I think I probably told you about him. I told my other buddy about him.
Yeah.
I told a guy who worked in business about him. I told my best friend about him. I called him. I sent them the music. I sent them the links. I playing all their music over and over, like, supported this person constantly.
Yeah.
And it was an issue where I had no idea he was pissed off at me until the world knew that he was pissed off at me.
Yeah. Well, do you feel like that had when you became the big dog and you doubled him in subscribers, was that kind of his ego in a sense? I feel like that might have had a point.
But that's so stupid.
I know that's stupid, but you don't think that they'd have a point in some way?
Legitimately, I don't understand why this wasn't just a conversation, because
it should have been a 5-minute conversation.
It was a diss track on me.
Yeah.
For asking for a feature. Like, that was the extent of the diss track.
Yes.
Me asking for a feature. Like, not me saying fuck you.
No.
Not me saying, like.
And you were cordial. You look at the DMs. You were cordial.
I was cordial until he unfollowed me. Yes, I was cordial.
Yeah. How long were you friends with him?
Around 2 years. You know.
Okay.
And this dude is hyper talented. I didn't say was. I is.
Yeah.
Like, I still cannot freaking deny talent. Like, this guy's hyper talented. Like,
yep. I still can't believe Trey Rico responded as well. You had people jumping on it.
I didn't tell them to do that, by the way.
That was pretty the crazy. I was like, holy shit, you got a full army and it's a civil war starting right now.
I don't, like, it hurts me. It's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Responding to that is a lose-lose, and I acted out of being misunderstood. So when I respect why J. Cole backed out of the beef, it's because I had a beef of my own, and I know. I mean, maybe J. Cole never even hated Kendrick. Maybe that's a difference there. But
yeah. Well, I
heard know how easy it is to respond.
Yeah.
And I've kind of fell into, it takes two to tango, you know? If someone does a stupid thing and you do a stupid thing too, you both tangoed in stupid.
Yes.
You know? So I was just so afraid of being misunderstood by my fan base, and I should have had more trust in my fan base of, hey, they're not going to misunderstand me.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It takes, to a degree, a little bit of insecurity to make.
How would you react different if you're in this point in time? Because what if later on there's a bigger beef?
The reason why I responded to this one was because he's worked with me.
Yeah.
So at face value, there's an amount of credibility to what he says. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it's
because if you said something about me, you sat next to me, so you might be right.
Yeah.
Like, from someone who doesn't know who we're both of us are, you might be right. Like, but if some random person said something about me,
that's a different story.
It's like, oh,
then it's like
capping, right?
Yeah.
But if you worked with me for 2 years, we were presumed friends, and you made a diss track on me, then maybe Rohan is a bad person, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to respond, because this is like he has credibility because of his previous collaborations with me.
And he can't get defamation of character. That's the one thing a lot of people don't think about. Like, if a random stranger actually responded to you that you just like randomly
because there's not much to say.
No.
But like, I don't like, I feel like I feel like negativity clouds me and prevents me from fulfilling my purpose in this world. It will distract me from making better content, better music. And to a degree, negativity can be fueled. It's great. But for what I'm trying to do, it's too much of a distraction. And it did distract me. I was very depressed during that time, genuinely. It did distract me, even though I feel like I did great, responded, smoked him completely. Like, in the war of diss tracks.
Yeah, in
right?
the war
well, not even diss
switch.
tracks, like just in terms of the argument in general. It's a lose-lose for me.
Yeah.
You know, like I shouldn't have even made it. Like maybe I should have. Maybe I should have just to show y'all that y'all can't play with me once so I can be nice for the rest of my career.
Yeah. Well, the way you broke it down, you broke it detail by detail. It was all facts. It was no like, oh, I feel this way about you, and this is why. It was just straight, here's the DM, here's the reason why he did this. And then
I don't know.
It was a good debate.
What happened. I don't know what clicked. But all I'm trying to say is I've had way worse conflicts with people I'm good friends with.
Yeah, it's the people you're close with.
Like,
it's like, oh shit,
fuck you.
Yeah.
Blocking me. Like I've had bad conflicts with some of my best friends in the music scene.
Really?
And it never went public because we resolved it.
Yeah,
privately.
and that's the best way to do it.
And this is the issue that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like what? I've had like
way
just resolve
worse.
the shit privately.
Yeah.
And I also think it's like. It's weird that someone who claims they're all about art and not clout is making a diss track. Like, the irony of that. Like,
irony of that.
You're coming after me for making fast food art, but you made the diss track. You made it. You chose to put your qualms with me instead of being private on a Spotify release. Like, what?
Yeah, wait, it was a Spotify release?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Like,
I just saw it on YouTube.
And that's what I'm saying. You make great music. Great music. But the pretentiousness of this whole, when you blew up the same way I blew up off meme rap, we're two sides of the same coin. But I'm not pretentious about it. I accept it. Like the pretentious, and it's also important for me to address that because that's what I stand for as an artist. And maybe this is the necessary evil. Maybe this is what he stands for as an artist. He wants to kind of take the route Quideka did, where he wants to stand and create art, and he's against maybe, there's supposed to be enemies in things, right? That you're supposed to have contrasting forces. Maybe this is the purpose that's true to him, and that's what he wants to chase. Then make it about fast food versus art and not about me asking for a feature. But like, maybe this was a necessary thing that needed to happen, and maybe his purpose as an artist, just like my purpose is opposite to his, maybe his purpose is that. Yeah. And this was a thing that needed to happen for him to show what he stands for, which is completely fine. If he stands for that, if he stands for just making the grandiose art, the conceptual thing, and not anything layered with content anymore, that is technically, conceptually, the enemy of what I stand for. But he's supposed to fulfill his purpose in this world, and I'm supposed to fulfill mine.
Yeah.
So maybe it was meant to be, I wish it was. I'm saying this more of an accountability statement to myself.
Yeah.
I wish I trusted my fans more. And I wish I wasn't so insecure in how I'd be perceived. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like that pointed out a flaw in me that I need to work on if this ever happens again with somebody else. That I need to be confident or clear in what I provide and be how I am understood, and to prevent something like this from happening. That's why I pride J. Cole, because J. Cole did the thing that he knew was right for his spirit. And if you've ever been in a diss track or before, you understand how taxing it is on your spirit.
Oh my gosh! Also,
even if you win, even if you smoke the person.
Yeah, even the days building up too, because you're like, how are they going to respond?
Exactly,
actually?
and
it's worse.
It's a terrible mental state. Even if you win,
yeah.
Even if you do great, even if 99 people say you smoked the person, like it is a terrible mental state for him and me, unless he's a sociopath. Right?
Yeah, but you were friends with the man.
What?
You were friends with the man.
I was friends with him. He's definitely one of the most talented artists I've worked with. I think. But if your character is not good, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how talented.
Especially with the way the music industry is changing. I mean, it's not, you can't just be mysterious anymore. It's just kind of dead art right now. I think it'll come back, but right at this current moment,
I think
certain artists can do it.
I think artists have been getting away with that too much, being pretentious,
because
being this.
Like we want to hear.
I'm not talking about him anymore. I'm talking about artists in general.
No, yeah.
It's a general trend artists will talk about, and like, I just think this is where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand being interesting is an art too.
Yes.
Like,
yes. No facts. Like I don't want Frank Ocean to disappear for this long. I don't want I didn't like Kendrick disappearing for that long. Exactly. We were counting the days. We're like 1,400.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a, you got to be interesting, and that's why DDG's winning right now. That's why, like, what I'm doing is like, I believe in a vision and a purpose to let the weird kids work and create what they need to create and not be pretentious, like not be pretentious about it, like. I think that will create a really, really welcoming and if you really understood what music can do to change people's lives and change people mentally, like you would open this up to as many people as you want to. You know? So that's what I stand for. And
facts.
When you just really focus on what you stand for, then you'll blow up. Then you'll have everything you need. But say Dada for me is like people will say over and over again. I mean, people will never say this. I don't know why I think people say it, but people. I don't know why I said that. People say over and over. That's not true. Like, I'm afraid people will think that I will be like every other person who has done a joke thing and pretend to be better than it suddenly, and pretend and suddenly throw it in the trash can. Try to be a serious artist.
Yep.
And come back. Yeah, I will be a serious artist. I'll make some really serious, great conceptual music. But Dada means something to me.
Yeah.
More than just a joke, even though it is a joke. And I want to prove to people I care about the joke. I care about the comedy. And I care about this character. I care about it so, so deeply. And it means something to me. But I don't know where we got to this point, but that relates to my idea of not being pretentious with the music and using it as a vehicle to showcase yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Damn. shout out Kendrick Lamar. Damn, man. It's a great album. I have to big up Kendrick because people think I don't like his music. I love his music, man. If you ever hear me in a party with if Hey Now plays, like I'm just gonna turn into a monster. Absolutely.
I mean, you should have seen this man at a Denzel concert. He was going crazy. Oh my gosh. He was the center of attention. Like I was crazy. People were hyping him up, like literally pulling him in the mosh pit. It was diabolical.
Man, short people in a mosh pit. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, it works. It works perfectly.
It does not work, man.
No, that works that was
it's like throwing a frisbee around, dude. Like
getting passed around like a blunt.
Passed around like a blunt, man.
Oh,
like what are we doing? But that's what I want to do with Unbreakable.
Yeah.
At least as even though the beef was not a great thing, at least it helped me recognize what I stand for as an artist more, which is important to understand. But please don't put yourself in beefs. Please don't. Coming from someone who did, please don't. Please don't seek that out. I know people think, oh my God, it creates clout. If it's a serious beef, if it's like a competition, that's different.
Yeah.
Like I might do some competitions or fake beefs where we have to out-rap each other or outdo this.
Yeah, but it would be like subliminal.
It'd be personal. It wouldn't be personal.
Yeah.
But don't get into a personal beef.
Yes.
It's not.
It's not worth it. No.
And to those two guys, like, man, like I'm gonna say this now, like I have qualms with y'all, but y'all are talented. Like y'all are both talented. I never denied that. And man, I mean, I don't know what to say, honestly, to close out that topic because
it's hard.
I'm a people pleaser. Like this was hard for me to even make. those tracks. But I mean, y'all have good talent. That's all I can say. Like, that's the only positive thing I could say, honestly. You're very talented, and you can make great music. I'll even extend that. Their album together, actually, The Two People Who Hate Me, was one of my favorite albums of 2023. I said that. I told them that. I actually posted it. I was like,
this is the best album 2023. And
I was on there.
They're like, fuck you, Rohan.
I was on that album. That's legit one of my favorite albums of 2023. It sounds crazy. I'm praising my ops. This is just how I am, man. Like, I can't lie to y'all, man. I don't take back what I said, but like,
nah.
I kind of regret making it public, but I don't regret what I said. I mean every word I said, but they're talented artists, man. Like, that, I don't know, man. Just try not to beef and make things personal. Try not to do that. That's my advice for artists, because it'll bring you down. Focus on your purpose, like, whatever it is. But figure out what you stand for, too. This is kind of been a yap session, man.
That's beautiful.
You got a question? Another question?
Oh, my gosh. My mind is so blank right now. I was just listening to what you had to say. I was more interpreting it. Normally, I have so many questions for you.
Yeah.
We had a conversation like a few nights ago in Pensacola, and we were talking about, I asked, like, what was the gap that you needed to fill before you actually broke free? What was that point for you that you kind of filled in your soul, that you're like, okay, I can finally actually create the content that I want?
It was after that Say Dada video really took off, I realized, like, how just making the content I wish I wanted to make was exactly what I needed to do.
Yeah.
You just need to, like, this is what advice I give to artists. Like, you don't need to worry about being different. Just remember the times you felt hurt or alone. Because you felt hurt or alone for something.
Yeah.
For being different in some way. And then that is exactly what you need to do, because that's not accepted in culture.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I felt rejected because I was Indian. I felt rejected because, like, I was Indian, a rapper. I felt rejected because I was, my music was very vulnerable and not talking about the surface level things, which I'm not saying is a bad thing.
No, vulnerability wasn't a big thing.
I felt different because of that.
Yeah.
I felt different because I was not trying to be the normal rapper.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't authentic to me. I felt like that would be cultural appropriation right there. I felt different for those reasons.
Yeah.
I felt different for really jumping into YouTube and content while being a rapper because of the artistic pretentiousness I experienced from people. I felt weird for all those things. So you just flip them on their side. Be Indian. I don't have a choice. But be proudly Indian. Be proudly Indian. I'm proud to be Indian. Like, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Like, I'm so proud to actually, the amount of girls that reject me because I'm not Christian. I'm so proud, dude. And that sounds crazy, but like, point being, I'm short too, right? So like, that sounds like a lot of things.
Say it out.
My points are, these are all things that you can be insecure about. Being short, having acne, being Indian, being Hindu, whatever it is, or Muslim, whatever you are. These are things that, in the context to which I existed in, I was a minority and I felt insecure, I felt bad about. Now, the first thing you can do, you can either sit there and cry alone in your room every night.
Or deal with it.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times, probably, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or you can realize every single struggle you have gives you more purpose, because there is a guy shorter than you.
Yep.
There is a guy uglier than you.
Facts.
There is a guy who's gone through more stuff in these areas than you. And if you don't prove that you can make it out of those areas, then what are you doing? Like, what is the point of being perfect? What is the point of being the perfect guy? Like, what is the point of having everything? Who are you going to help? Who are you going to inspire if you already have everything?
Facts.
How are you going to make the world a better place if you already have everything? Right? In order to really inspire people, you need to not have something. And the more things you don't have, the more people you can inspire. Because if I'm sitting here and I'm freaking 5'6" tall, I always yell Kendrick Lamar is 5'6".
He's 5'8".
5'6". Kendrick Lamar is 5'6".
He's
You don't know,
Kid
I've
Rohan.
memorized his height. I've memorized his height. I memorized Made in Tokyo's height. I memorized Russ's height. I have a whole list of all the short rappers.
Same.
In my mind.
Wayne,
on speed
Kanye.
dial.
Facts.
Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and then I think of all they've accomplished, and I use them as a reference. You could be on someone's speed dial for what's possible, for whatever the thing is. Lil Dicky has a small dick, for God's sake, right? You think that's funny? You
Five
think you
inches ain't bad.
You think that's funny? Now, people think, oh my God, Lil Dicky, he's a joke. Do you know how many men want to freaking take their life because of their small wiener? There's a lot, probably, right? It sounds funny. But you have no idea what Lil Dicky did for those people. You have no idea what he did for those people. Oh, it sounds funny. It sounds funny, right?
That's fucking
It's true.
You're telling me Lil
you
Dicky
know-
saved people's lives because of his 5-inch
Ripple
Jewish
is
sausage?
not 5 inches.
It is
probably.
definitely 5 inches. He even admitted it on stream. Or not stream, I mean on...
Point being, this sounds like a joke. This sounds funny.
It was that serious.
It is that serious because it is a ripple effect in what is shown as possible.
Yeah.
I feel much more comfortable being a brown rapper because of Nav and because of Hanuman.
Yeah. Oh,
Ripple
yeah.
effects. Lil Dicky doing that was very, very brave and impactful. If we're going to joke about it, that's fine. But
that one was funny.
I
know. I'll list like 90.
When people have an insecurity, if someone shows what they can achieve in spite of that insecurity, you can save a life. You can impress. You can help people. That is what it's about. The more problems you have, the more struggle you have, the more potential you have to help people. Like that, if I make it, if I have a bad girl or a great wife or whatever it is, if I'm pulling, if I have the W Riz, I don't care about the W Riz, dude.
Facts.
Like that is it's a shallow thing in concept.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
if I can prove I have the W Riz to get people and I'm short and I'm Indian, then the next kid who's short and Indian maybe won't hate how they look and hate themselves as much. Because maybe they won't feel like they will never find anything because they have an example on speed dial. That's how important being yourself is.
Yeah.
Because it's going to basically like that. You're a Jewish kid. You know things Jewish people have gone through who've grown up in America. You know about the culture. You know about the hidden problems and that every time you felt alone being in your background. That is what you need to be. So someone can be that example. Because when someone feels like there is no alone, someone needs to feel like there's someone who's gone through worse and made it out better, or else they're going to feel alone. And when they feel alone, bad things happen. Now, you can't just tell people there's someone who's gone through something worse and made it out better. That generic advice does not help, because you don't, unless you know someone specific, you can't really realize it. Kendrick Lamar is 5'6", has helped me so much. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar, for being short. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Russ.
You sound like a presidential candidate.
You know how much it helped me? You know how much it did for me when I saw that Russ had this song called Nasty, and Russ was doing these thirst traps on TikTok, and these girls, I just go through the comments just smiling. These girls are just geeking out over Russ and how attractive he is. This guy's 5'5".
Doja
right?
was all over him.
My point is this guy's 5'5". Do you know how happy I was when? Do you know why Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man? Take a wild guess. Right? What does Tom Holland have that the other two do? I mean, Tom Holland is short. This guy is short, man. But
he got a tall queen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like people would drink water from the ocean for Zendaya, and Tom Holland did it. like Mark from RDC World is in love with Zendaya. I bet he's taller than Tom Holland, but did he do it? No. These things are important. The small things are important. In a social media world where you're living with comparison, I have a way of delivering serious topics in the stupidest way.
The last 5 minutes.
That's why representation.
I was so serious, and then I was like, "Oh my god."
That's why representation is important. So
I actually want to bring back a point real quickly. there's a point with women, don't try to manipulate them. Actually try to be yourself. There's such a misconception of try to like be this character. Look, I've almost married 2 girls. I tell you right now, it's not worth the whole corruption of things. I have a friend who's getting married almost in a few months, and the best way possible, don't read Art of Seduction, don't read 48 Laws of Power. There's some things that's good, but take everything for a grain of salt, because one day it'll catch up to you and you will realize you fucked up. And you got a girl that has an STD, 32 STDs, and you're like, damn, like, shit, like, I just got, like, you don't want that, man. Like, you got to multiply, you got to quadruple or literally square the STDs. You don't know, like, if she's, let's think about this. So even if she fucked 1 body or 2 body or 3 body or a new body, but you square that by 32, and you just like, oh fuck, that's unlimited. That's 1,048. But wait, what?
That's my turn to laugh. I don't know what the hell you're saying, bro.
But if somehow in some conspiring way, that guy might have got just penetrated at camp randomly, you just don't know.
Where are we going? Shout out the guys who get penetrated though. Y'all take a lot. Like, that's good. Like, that's good. We need to have that, you know?
I hope they make that one of, oh my gosh.
That's important, you know what I mean? Like,
be a godly man
guys
and woman.
who get penetrated.
Yes.
Because they know how to be leaders.
They know how to hit the G-spot.
Followers, you know?
Yes. They know how to hit the presidential G-spot. I was talking about this with a guy, one of my friends. I was like, do you wipe or do you insert?
Well, okay, let's get back to the topic. Let's get back to the topic before we cancel ourselves again. We're going to cancel ourselves in 2030 and 2025. And 2025.
Hey, don't worry, I'll be off the grid.
Like,
you ever want to be off the grid? Like, low-key?
I mean, I got to make money to be off the grid, bro.
Oh, yeah. We off the grid. This should be for your kid. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay.
What were we saying?
Yeah.
What were we saying?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're talking about STDs. Okay.
Oh, no. I was talking about, like, legit.
Yeah, no.
Find, like, be a godly man to actually find, and I'm actually going to stick up for this, like, legit be the best version of yourself and actually give it time, because things actually take time. Virtue's the best.
What I say is.
Yeah, go for it.
What I say is I recently found this out, so this is a new discovery and hypothesis.
Yeah.
When you're going through too much pain and uncertainty, it's fine, but it shows that it's a lack of purpose.
Yeah.
Purpose won't create a permanent happiness, but purpose will keep you permanently or very focused.
Yeah.
You need to understand the why for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, the purpose matters. The reason I cared so much about what people think, the reason why I'm sitting here, like, being manipulated by a diss track because of my lack of self-control. The reason these things are happening is because of a lack of a reminder of my clear purpose. You need to understand what your purpose is, and that is going to help. A lot of people are sitting here going to clubs looking for love, looking for affection, looking for intimacy. And that's fine, but I think it's mainly, what no one talks about, it's mainly because of a lack of purpose. When you have purpose,
Lack of void.
it fixes a lot of the things that you are struggling with.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to be attracted. Okay, this sounds like I'm trying to say to become homosexual. You are not supposed to be attracted to the girl.
No,
you both are supposed to be attracted to the same goal.
You're supposed to be attracted to her soul, not the whole.
You both just need to love something. Love the future. Love what you see for each other a lot. You need to be attracted to that.
Yeah, like the growth, everything. Like, legit.
Understanding the people that you talk with.
How they affect you, are you actually acting different around them? Are you trying to become this type of persona? Like, that's huge.
People think their purpose is the thing that Andrew Tate says, because they don't have a purpose defined.
Yeah.
And music helped me find my purpose, and that's why I tell people to do music. That's why I'm happy that Ian is doing music. That's why my values are so against the pretentious, because music will save your life and is one vehicle to bring you closer to your purpose, just like drawing is, just like editing is, just like filming is. These are all different vehicles that literally are the glue that hold our world together and unite people of different races, colors, creeds, sexual orientations. I sound like Logic. Religions. Like, shout out Logic, by the way.
Yeah.
Logic is overhated. Logic is an amazing person. Love Logic.
Yeah. You know, I was interviewing a professor at IU, and he said to me, the two things in the world that people can never really fight on, well, you can fight on it, but it's music and food. It's the two things that gets people out the house and actually wants to do something in that regard.
I don't even think it's just music. I think it's art.
Oh, okay.
Art
Yeah,
is
art.
like, if you sit here, fashion.
Oh, yeah.
All these different things. If you're not a music person, fashion is still it's not just like, oh my God, I make music.
No.
Music, these things are the glue that prevent our world from going insane.
Yeah, because it
The
views the
art-
world in a different way.
Art is the invisible hand holding the whole world together. And without it, this world will crumble. With more of it, the world will be in control.
Yeah.
Because, and I will say sports is an art. I will say all these things are arts. These things that are not related to immediate money making. They're related to some sort of passion, some sort of spirit. And they bring the world together. And the more artists we have be themselves, the more the weird kids don't take their life. That's what it's about for me. That's what my mission is. The kids who look like me don't take their life. I can't help every person because I don't have the story. A Jewish kid might relate more to you than me. An Indian kid might relate more to me than you, or might not. But there are a group of people that being myself will help, and I can confidently say, and I've heard stories that literally I've helped prevent people from taking life already, being this small of an artist, and had that impact on people. So being yourself is all you need to do, and make that art.
Yeah.
That will do the world for everything. That's what I learned.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I want to ask you this question so bad. It's this one verse in your new album that's coming up, and I'm going to indirectly talk about it and ask him this question. In the beginning of the verse, you talk about being in the field. You know what I'm talking about?
Grass, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes. I talked about it before.
How much did that impact you going forward?
I felt so lonely when I moved to college. I made an album called Lonely.
Yeah.
When I was lonely, I would literally sit in the grass and just listen to Slowed and Reverb music, bro. Slowed and Reverb rap, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's my favorite.
Oh, facts, yeah.
But just felt alone. Wasn't getting no girls. That takes a toll, man.
Yeah.
That takes a toll on you.
Oh, yeah, especially younger. You're like
Wasn't
18.
making it with music.
No.
Didn't know anyone in Indiana.
Had to start new. Went from California to Indiana.
I was in a really dark place, and when I say a dark place, I mean the darkest place, the worst thoughts.
Yeah. What pulled you out?
Purpose, dude. I had an album to make, dude. It was fun, music, man. It was something to do every day.
Yeah.
And then you just start doing it, and it keeps going, and you just got to find people with the purpose.
Yeah.
But during that time, I was very down. And what brings you out of it is just not ending it. You just got to live more.
Yeah.
You got to live to see another day. And I think connecting with yourself with as many purposes as you can, because purposes are not conditional on results. And a lot of our sadness comes from expectations and comparison, which are conditional on results. When you condition yourself into a purpose, results matter less and more what your actions are matter. So that's why it's important, because you reward yourself for your actions rather than what's happening to you.
Yeah.
And that's really important when you feel like everything happening to you is bad.
Yeah.
And not favoring you.
Yeah. Like, I've had moments where 6 months are heaven and then 6 months are hell.
Yeah. Oh, someone's here.
Hey, Max, how you doing,
What's up,
man? I
Max?
can't believe you up. He's in
We
Georgia
gotta
right
go
now.
sleep in like half an hour.
No, for real.
But
Oh my gosh.
this is legendary conversation. So
Yeah. It's crazy how things can kind of change in an instant.
Yeah. Everything at once.
Yeah.
It's nothing, and that's what it's like being an artist. But again, I will literally tell people this over and over again. My mindset for making videos, like content, changed from let's try to get a bunch of views to let's make the best video possible.
Yeah.
And that is when the Say Dada video happened with 600,000 views. That is when I made that video. When I wasn't even concerned about views and concerned about creating a good experience for the user, putting myself in a purpose that was not the end result. That is when the big result happened. And became a YouTube partner, 12,000 subscribers. Like, that is when it all happened. So you have to condition yourself into a purpose or else you'll go insane, because the world doesn't favor you. It doesn't revolve around your passions a lot of the time.
No.
But when you make it purpose-based, and a lot of people are unhappy because of a lack of purpose in specific things in their life. Like, they have a relationship, but they don't know the purpose of that. And the purpose has to be, I think, bigger than them for them to really latch onto it.
Yeah. What's your why?
The kids who don't look like me don't kill themselves. That's
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, just to the general, like, a public, you got to know what your why is at the end of the day.
Oh, you didn't ask me. I got my bad. My bad.
Oh yeah. Oh no, you're good. Wow.
But that's my mission. Everything I do has got to be centered around the kids who look like me don't kill themselves. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
The YouTube, the music, like that, the drip. I put that shit on sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Both are trying to be intentional. Like,
Yeah.
and I really think we'll change the world. Like, I think what we create with this brand, with Unbreakable, with the community, with the Discord, like, it's gonna be some stuff that the world hasn't seen. It's gonna change the world in the biggest ways possible. Because I'm like that. I literally don't have a life, bro. I sit there. I go to bars only to overcome social anxiety. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
I've never seen him drink or smoke in these 3 years, 2 years almost.
Yeah, he's never seen me drink or smoke, and I'm 3 years old. So this, I said I'm 3 years old.
Is Say Dada 3 years old?
No. But I'm 3 years old, bro, and I just have never. I was 2 years old last year, but no. Okay, that joke didn't land. It's okay. What? Okay, it's 2 a.m. Y'all gotta give it kind of some slack. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have. This is my life, and I know I love it. I know I'm gonna love it till the end of time.
Yeah.
I know I care about it. That's what it's got to be, the passion.
Yeah.
I believe in you because you love what you're doing and you really care about it.
Likewise,
it's all about
man.
how much you care about it. Like.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still can't believe I called him when I was at Old Miss. I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna drive this amount of miles to actually do it, and then went toward the south. Went from Fishers to Old Miss to Alabama to Auburn to Pensacola, all the way to New Orleans. Never tried that. I was scared shitless. And then I go up to northern Louisiana and then go to Dallas, all in less than 7 days in my 20s. And I was like, yo, I got to see this man, because what he's done, and just, it's been amazing. The relationship I built, that's so important in your life. Building relationships and actually keeping in touch with people. I suck at that sometimes. I'll admit that.
Oh, he ghosted me for a year, bro.
And it was he knows it's up. Not now. And it wasn't even before. It was not before.
It was like 1 year after we met once.
Yeah.
The day we met once. I'm sorry to put you under blast.
That was funny. He knows now that I'm just like that.
We met once, and then a year passed and nothing happened.
I think we weren't at the same point.
Yeah.
And then when Runaway in the Summer happened, I was like, I don't know what it was, the gut feeling of like, I legit want to help you in just any way possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with just those music videos. You felt like I ghosted you?
No, you didn't ghost me.
That's funny as fuck.
Exaggeration. That was a very. I'm also. It's 2 a.m. I'm sorry if I'm just. I'm half like. Just trying.
No,
to
that's pretty
tell
funny.
Jokes and half trying to tell. Truths, you know, but.
Oh yeah.
I think. Yeah, dude. I think I really believe in us because we represent something very specific that is not being done enough.
Yeah. Yo, I actually want to say this. Don't be in your own way with things. Actually collaborate with people because that is such an underrated thing. I've learned so much from him, and he has 10 years of knowledge of whether it's flows.
I've learned so much from him too.
And thank you, man. Legit. Like you get knowledge that you never had before, in a sense. You might be like working at a certain linear stage for like 5 years, but he can extend it by 2 to 3 years by saying, or like 2 times faster growth. I mean, same thing with your Discord. Everyone's helping everyone out and they have different knowledges based off different things. So it's just like, just build off that. That was the biggest mistake I made for those years because I thought I could just do it solo. Don't do it solo.
And like the Discord too, like is something I care about. It's not for once I get signed, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm a Discord rapper. I'm a YouTube rapper. I'm a Discord. Give me all the labels. Give me all the
fuck the labels.
Indian. I'm an Indian Discord, YouTube, short, acne faced. I don't know what.
But he got the beard.
I got the beard. Yeah, I do have it. I'm all of them. Give me all the check all the boxes. I'm like the college application.
Yeah.
I'm Asian American and I'm not Asian. I'm all of them. They ask me to check my race. I check all of them. Like
on the SAT day. How the hell are you gonna?
I don't do that. That's how I get 1600, bro. Because I got 10 different races fighting for me. You know.
Your bloodline's fighting for it.
Yeah, dude. Imagine all that. It's bigger than black and white, like Lil Baby said. You know.
Facts.
Lil Baby's writing my college apps. That's why I'm doing well. You know, that guy counts money like a mathematician. You ever seen him count money, Lil Baby?
I know.
Yeah. Shout out Lil Baby. I really respect him.
Wow.
Yeah. No, you gotta. It's all about purpose.
Yeah.
I think purpose is the missing piece, and having purpose in life in one thing does not mean having purpose in life for another.
Yeah.
Like for my full-time job, I was struggling with really locking in on it and giving it the attention and care that I gave my music. And then I realized what really clicked for me is there's a lot of people out there with dreams who also have full-time jobs. And they feel like their dreams aren't possible for those full-time jobs. So if I do well in my job,
Yeah.
like really well, and I do well in my music, I can prove to people that they can just because they take a full-time job doesn't mean they lose their dream. Now that's something bigger than me, and I can attach myself to that. And that motivates me because there are a lot of people like me with a dream and a full-time job because they need money and they need to keep the dream going. So they need an example on speed dial of how it's possible. You can't just tell people it's possible. You need an example. That's what's going to fit. That's why I say Kendrick is 5'6" over and over again. Russ is 5'5". Made in Tokyo is 5'3". Nicki Minaj is 5'2". That doesn't matter because she's a girl. So I know these, okay? Who is 5'8"? Which one was he? Mac Miller.
Kanye.
Kanye's I think 5'10", 8 maybe.
Yeah, 5'8". Big Sean's 5'7".
Big Sean 5', yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's like 5'7".
42 Doug might be like in the 4 foot or 5 foot.
Oh yeah, no, he might get a midget scholarship.
Pregnant, so
He might dwarf scholarship.
Like I don't think he's a dwarf, but 42 Doug got someone pregnant. I'm not saying that to disrespect him. He's an amazing artist, but he's a short person.
I see what you're saying. Oh.
Like this is not. I'm not calling him ugly. I'm not doing anything. Like 42 Doug is an amazing artist.
That mixtape.
If you're short and you're afraid you're gonna find someone who wants to sleep with you, 42 Doug got someone pregnant. There's girls thirst trapping for Russ, Zendaya, Tom Holland. How many examples do I gotta do? Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's wife's taller than Kendrick Lamar. Like, you see what I'm saying?
What if Uzi stands on his money?
Uzi and JT.
Come on now.
Come on.
Come on now. How do you forget?
Uzi and JT.
Uzi.
Like, we got... Come on, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just need examples on speed dial so you don't have an excuse.
Facts.
And it's possible. You cannot tell someone it's possible. That doesn't work to me. It's useless. It's possible. It's possible because someone did it. Someone did it. Who did it? How did they do it? That is what you provide as a human being. You are an example that something is possible.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That's up to you. But you are the example that something is possible, and you will be on somebody's speed dial for something. And your goal is to be on that for a positive way. You want to make people think it is possible to do great things because you do something that is great. Odwin Quedeca helped pave the way for me to think it's possible to be in this scene. However, I represent different things than Odwin. Odwin, last time I checked, is not Indian. Quedeca, last time I checked, is pretty tall, right? So I can be inspired by Quedeca and Odwin, do my thing, but I'm also going to possess different qualities. Obviously, I'm different than Odwin and Quedeca for different reasons. I'm not just Indian and short. Like, that's not the only thing that distinguishes me. But
how tall is Quedeca?
Probably 6 foot or something. I don't know.
You think he's 6 foot? I think he's 5'8".
No, he's not 5'8". He's not 5'8", dude.
You don't think so?
I saw like a video with him and Nico Omilana.
Oh, he was actually. Oh yeah, when he saw
tall,
KSI, yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So I represent different things. So even when I do my thing because I was inspired by Quedeca or Odwin, someone's going to be inspired by me who wouldn't have been inspired by Quedeca and Odwin, but they'll do something because of me. And then someone else get inspired by them who would have never even liked what I was doing. You see what I'm saying? It's a ripple effect. That ripple effect starts with you being yourself. That's why it's so important. So that's why I do it. It's really, really... We all need it. It's all there. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yo.
So, like, freaking...
I can't believe we just did this.
This is such a dumb, smart podcast. This is the dumbest.
That's why I was like, it's deep talk.
This is exactly what you
this
want.
is how you should be doing podcasts, legit. Instead of being like, yes, let's do it in the daytime when let's do it when we have our deep thoughts.
So, Rohan, what do you think of the current dating landscape? So, Rohan, do you want to pop the balloon? This girl works a job. She makes $128,300.
Should she invest in crypto?
Should she
pop her cherry
or wife? Wait, no. Should she be your wife? No. Oh, you don't want to date her? Okay. Let's try it again. How much logs can you lift? How many logs can you lift? Let's lift all the logs. Okay, let's try this. If this girl was on OnlyFans, would you marry her or buy the OnlyFans at a discount of 30% off?
Or create content for all the simps and act like the real girl in a sense while she's on webcam and just finesse the whole system.
Have you ever tried dipping your face in cold water?
At 5 a.m. just to make sure you're all right. Yeah.
And getting $10,000. So let's get this to $10,000. It's like, oh my god, like that's fine, but like, it's so structured.
Yeah.
Like,
unless you're dipping titties in cold water, that would innovate. Come on, that would be an innovation.
That would be an innovation.
Think about it. 5 a.m. just to make
YouTube.
It'd be perky.
A lot of people who shower do that. So
yeah, for real.
So it's not really an innovation. It's been done for the past 300, 400, probably 1,000 years. Anyone who showers with cold water is doing that.
But we're doing with spring water.
Okay, buddy. I think kidding. You can start your own OnlyFans brand. Okay? Call it the fucking motel lobby. Like, what are you talking about,
I'm just,
your vision's a blur between those, bro.
Oh, speaking of that.
Hey, we have a song coming out. Are you going to pull out the messages?
Yeah.
You want to rap it live, like, on the radar?
Yeah, I want you to rap.
Okay. Let me just rap some of your lyrics for fun. Play it. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something to rap. Give me your lyrics, man. I'm so hungry to rap.
Vision on me, it's a blur, game on lock, it's secure, working just like I'm insecure. Rappers be hating, I can't get the cure. Too many rappers be capping, I'm making it happen off lyrics, and I'm me. Made it off the rapping and my beats. Never had me an SRT, but these rappers still ain't got my NRG. Kicked out the club, fuck MIC. They playing favorites, I'm favoring me. I'm making hit after hit like I'm playing a beat. Need blue faces, but I'm staying on beat. I've been locked in the studio so damn much, I got Akon beat. Bring the shade on me, cause the sun got light. Kid Rohan, there ain't no one like. My pen is saying every time that I rap it's a better day. Every time that I sing it's a serenade. Every time that I diss it's a hand grenade. Cause it's any statements and any places of people that no one ever named. But trust me, they gon' remember names. It's Kid Ro and it's Dennis Kane. Making dents in the game, that's a crack, I ain't talking just like we selling cane. We some menaces, Dennis, we making money off sentences, Dennis. After we conquer the game and show them the top, they ain't hearing the end of this, Dennis.
Vision is so that I see the dream. Doubting me once, I'm switching teams. Talking in numbers, stacking regimes. Play like chess, the moves extreme. Rappers be talking out, lacking the proof. Making it happen and sleeping in views. Such a moment I built for the youth. Legacy stronger than diamonds and jewels. Lost in the city, me and my fate. 6 months in, got carried away. Dreams gonna stop between love and hate. Chasing a trend, I paid the way. Block out the noise, I sharpen my aim. Listen to pain, now to speak of my name. Left in the heart and I stay in the rain. Now my peace got nothing to blame. I got nothing to blame, I got nothing to blame at all. Got nothing to blame at all. In my own lane, girl, you gotta stay in your own lane, own lane. Few years, remember my name. Okay, remember my name.
What key is it at?
I think it's the what is it? But you had some energy on there. We gotta figure that out. We're gonna figure it out tomorrow.
Bet.
My vision is a blur right now, bro. I'm freaking tired. But you had that freaking what is it? Energy, man. Brought that.
Man.
Oh, what the hell?
Full of snakes, I'm just a watcher.
This is your weird ass Detroit ass.
Yeah.
Set this shit up like Davy Jones luck. I reach new depths to create a new monster. Who's an imposter? Bacon, red lobster. Shit gets hot, I burn hotter.
Pasta full of snakes, I'm just a watcher. Damn you clean and elite, no chopper. Among us, y'all just some imposters. Damn bridge, I need help, I need a doctor.
Fuck that dance, cause we got each other. Take care of you like you my blood brother. We'll be straight by the right before summer. Watch your subs go up number by number.
I don't know how you could come up with it.
I don't even know how. Hey, tomorrow we're gonna create up a crazy beat. I created that in less than 15 minutes. Never created a Detroit beat.
That was the beat I was talking about. I don't know.
Yeah. When did you see that on a short or did you see it on live?
I think short, cause
Yeah.
I think it was.
So you see my shorts?
Yes, dude. I watched like all.
Yeah.
They're just so random. Like half the time, I don't know what. Like half the time you're yapping. Like half the time it's just talking. Half the time it's rapping. But I always click them because they're interesting. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts. All right, we gotta get some beauty rest, chat.
Beauty rest, my last device. Right. Wear protection.
Magnum's the best way.
Hey, wait, no. If you can't get the Magnum, if you don't fit in that one,
Go raw only.
don't do that. If you can't fit in the Magnum,
Trojan.
you can't fit in the Trojan. I can't say this
Put a
because
glove
it's
on.
gonna put me in. It's gonna like. No, not like that. Not like that. That makes me look different. I will not speak about.
Wait till marriage.
I will not speak about where I fit in this because it is personal
Yeah.
information, and it will either.
Legit fall in love with someone. Legit,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
the
not gonna
perfect
speak
way.
you're not gonna hear about. I'm not gonna be Drake where you freaking know the size of my thing on the internet. I'm not doing that, dude.
I can't believe he admitted that.
That is not
in the
relevant
lyric.
to what I am trying to pursue. It will either alienate people or
Oh, that's a good point.
not alienate people. No, it'll alienate people either way, and I do not want to alienate people. So
That's a bar.
I will neither confirm or deny schlong size. So back to my point.
All right, we're wrapping up, chat. We're
Wrapping up, haha,
Yeah.
you stupid. That's a funny joke. Wrapping up, schlong size. Like, I get what you're trying to do there, man. But listen,
I was legit serious.
we're gonna wrap. You should
driving
wrap it up.
6.
I'm gonna wrap it up for sure. You should wrap it up. I wrap it up, and just what was it? Use protection. Stay mentally protected.
Protect the ears.
Purpose is what it's all about, and the purpose has got to be bigger than you for it to work, or else it's going to be dependent on you and how you feel. And if you do that, then you're going to get screwed, because some days you're going to feel like having a Sprite cherry flavor, and some days
That Sprite hit different.
you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
you gotta just purpose, man. Purpose. That's what this is about. You find your purpose. You find everything. My purpose is to help musicians find purpose. Musicians are the best. I'm not gonna lie. I am, and gay people. Like gay people, I'm a gay supremacist. That I shouldn't have said that. Like that. I told him that earlier today. He thinks I'm joking. Like gay people are awesome. I don't like I'm not attracted to them, but like gay people are like some of the best people I ever met. I'm not gonna lie. Like gay people, they're just so cool. Like one time in Indiana, dude, this gay guy asked me to make an OnlyFans. You think that's funny?
No.
I think that's
beautiful.
That is one of the best.
That's the best compliment
I've
you
ever
can
gotten.
get.
He was genuinely like asking. This
Damn.
is gonna sound bad because it sounds like I'm outing him.
Wait, how much would you?
It sounds like I'm outing him.
Wait, how much did he say you
I
charged?
really apologize for making this public, but at least I'm not saying any names. All I'm saying is, to that person, I really appreciate that compliment. You don't understand how that stuck with me. I still think of that to this day. You have helped me. Thank you. I'm not gonna do the OnlyFans, but thank you. Like, thank you. You might find someone else, honestly. You probably will. This rapping money works. It doesn't work out, maybe. No. I'm joking. Okay. I'm not doing it. But
Don't sell your soul.
listen. That's a whole discussion
That's
about
a whole
whether
other
it is.
topic.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole discussion. We're gonna start sounding like that freaking guy with the glasses, bro, and the no hair, bro. Do you have a Bugatti guy? I can't say that. That's messed up. That's an accent. I can't do that.
Oh, he don't give a fuck.
What color is it? I can't do that.
What color is your?
Listen, shout out to Tate McRae. Wait.
2 a.m. 2:27 a.m.
Shout out to
Tate
shout out to
McRae.
Tate McRae.
Oh God.
Tate
Instead
McRae.
of Kid Rohan, it's Kid
Yeah, shout out
Leroy.
to Tate. Isn't that the one, Tate McRae? Tate
Yeah,
McRae's like, Tate McRae's,
McRae.
she's like, what is it? Like, what color is your Bugatti? She's the one who does that.
Yeah.
And then I remember I saw Andrew Tate, and then people were talking about Tate McRae. I don't know. I'm like, who the hell
No,
is
it's
Tate
Tate
McRae?
McRae.
I was like, is this Andrew Tate?
Tate.
Is it? And they're just I just
That's
figured out
funny.
there's a new person named Tate McRae. I'm
Right.
like, I mean, I'll listen to this. It's pretty cool. It's cool music.
That music's actually pretty good.
But shout out to Tate McRae. I mean, Andrew Tate, I don't really have any comment about him, but Tate McRae, shout out to Tate McRae. Shout out to gay people. Shout out to. I'm sorry I'm doing this, dude. We had such a good moment, and now I'm talking about protection. Talking about Lil Dicky.
That's how you start
I'm talking about
out.
Tate McRae. That's
Don't
how you
protect your
start out.
ticket.
Like, if y'all don't stay protected, y'all are gonna create another Kid Rohan. Like, that's how it works. Protection. What am I doing? It's 2 a.m., bro. What am I doing? Like, this is live. I can't be talking like this. This is absolutely
That's
insane.
what makes it the best.
I'm sitting here like freaking
It's beautiful.
just yapping my ear off in a level y'all have never seen.
This is how intrusive thoughts feel at 1 a.m.
Intrusive thoughts at one, but this is real. This is gonna be a golden piece of content in 10
This
years
is gonna
because
be so funny because
there's no my guard is down. It's like I'm not drunk, but like going to a concert is like getting drunk.
You should have seen this, man. It is insane what your ability is. You're extroverted. You're extroverted at heart, legit.
Well, music is my life, bro. So like
Yeah.
when I
people
shine,
see that.
when I shine with music, man. Like when I see that, man, bro, you got to keep this whole live stream. You got to keep this whole
so
stream.
funny clipping this. There's some funny ass clips on that. I'm glad we went live.
I'm not even worried about it. One viewer in here, bro. Shout out to you. This is like you just discovered a new NFT. I mean, NFTs actually crashed, so that's not a good idea.
Wait, actually, what's the one thing you're worried about with the stream? The only thing I'm worried about is the Kendrick Drake one.
Bro, I'm not. I'm not that.
Yeah.
Listen, I literally love Kendrick's music, so I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have an opinion on it. They're gonna have an opinion on it.
Look, in
I'm
5
a little-
years, people.
I'm a little worried about the Kendrick thing, a little bit, I guess. But at the end of
The
the day,
Ian
I'd
thing
only be
was right.
worried about that if I was trying to be the biggest artist ever. But now that my purpose is just trying to do specifically and stand for what I'm trying to stand for.
Yeah, you're saying for
If I want to be a
morals.
YouTube rapper, I'm probably fine, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I know these people in person. I just think that
Wait, y'all have trains?
I guess we're not gonna dox where I am. But,
I'm not gonna dox at all, but
but my point is like, listen, like Kendrick is like, if y'all hate that, fine, whatever. I just don't. I liked.
no, he's just saying he loved both, low key,
I
and
like
just didn't
both
want.
of them. I still
Especially
like
after
both
the
of them.
Nolan thing, like that
Squabble
makes
up-
sense.
The Nolan thing, like
Like that makes sense. You just wanted
if he's
peace.
still, if like I don't know what to do with.
Oh no, I'm not saying about
Yeah,
the
with
Nolan. I
Nolan,
was
man.
saying like you said your piece about it and connected.
I can't say that like I don't feel a way about that Nolan thing, but I still feel like they're talented, and the reason I emphasize that is because that
Oh, I know you
is
said
a
that.
positive thing to emphasize.
Yeah, you said that.
You want some good. I mean, you want some experimental music, like that's good. Like they can do it.
Yeah.
This is like probably the worst thing. That, like, why would I shout out someone that literally told me to kill myself? But bro, I don't care. I don't care, bro. Like I'm not. I'm not trying to have hate in my heart like that, like crazy.
Yeah, because it's not going to build anywhere. It's just going to grow to thing that you
But
don't
at the same
want.
time, like that, maybe that's his purpose. Like his purpose is to represent what he's representing. And just like my purpose, because there's a lot of people in this world who are not going to enjoy my purpose and what I represent.
Hold on, or it could be a lesson. You can go down the wrong path. In a sense, I think he's going down the wrong path in that regard. If you tell someone, to kill themselves and just like,
I don't know.
it was like the first thing he said in the diss track too.
No, that's not. He didn't say it in the diss track. He did not. He said that when I tried to call him to chop things up, but. Like,
was this during the diss track?
Yes. So I tried to call him because I was like so confused. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would be too.
So the diss tracks happen.
Did not know.
I don't understand, but him and his friend have been hating me for like months without me knowing. And I call him up like, what am I missing? Like, I must be missing something. I must have like killed a turtle or something. Like, what is going on that they're so pissed off? Other than me asking for a feature.
What did I say?
And I want to emphasize, make it very clear. This guy said, I'm not feeling like I'm in a good place, so I can't do the feature. I said, no problem, take your time. There's no rush. You can take a year if you want to. He never said he didn't want to do the feature because he didn't like the song. When behind my back, he was laughing about how bad he thought the song was. When someone says, I'm in a bad mental state, I can't do a feature, I'm assuming it's because of a temporary thing happening and not because you don't like the song.
Yeah.
So take as much time as you need. I want you to be on the song because I respect your art, but this song doesn't have a deadline either. You know how I work. I plan like 3 albums ahead. So I was emphasizing like, hey, take your time.
Yeah.
But apparently he didn't like the song, which is a completely different objection to give, which his buddy Zivsik gave, who also dissed me. But he gave the objection, I don't like the song. It doesn't fit my vibe. And I said, no problem. Great. Fine. No worries. Because that's what he said. So if his buddy Nolan just said what Zivsik said, there wouldn't be an issue. I had no idea he didn't want to be on the song. But if you don't want to be on someone's song, just say, I don't want to be on the song. The song doesn't fit my vibe. You can say it however you want to say it. But if you say, I'm mentally not okay right now, I don't think I can do the song, I'm going to assume that you're just not in a good place temporarily, and when you're in a good place, you're going to want to do the song. That's why this whole beef started. He did not communicate. He did not like the song and the vibe, and he did not want to do it. When deep down he was laughing at the song behind my back, which he said in his second diss track. I didn't say, like, it's not hidden information. He said, I'm laughing. I was deep down laughing with Zivsik about how you suck, and like, this is when we were friends. Like,
I'm texting Rob because I realized, like, I didn't fit the Doechii vibe of that song. Be like, hey, I tried to record.
But that's my whole thing.
I learned that lesson just from your
we'll leave that. You guys, if y'all got y'all are working on something. But like, that's my issue. Like, if you don't want to do this song, express it like Zivsik did. Even though Zivsik hates me and made a diss track on me or whatever, he expressed it correctly, and that's why I didn't nag him anymore about the song. His buddy didn't express that. Just say you don't want to do this song. Like, don't get offended. And if you're offended, talk to me, because I was literally Nolan's #1 glazer for 2 years. I was the top Nolan glazer. I was like DJ Academics and Nolan was Drake. Like, I was the biggest Nolan glazer. I said one thing that pissed him off. He doesn't express that if it made him feel some type of way. Lack of conflict management. Yeah. I don't even know he has a problem with me until I hear a diss track. And then, he unfollows me. And then I'm saying, you unfollow me on everything randomly.
Just tell me what it is.
I said, yo, that's a bitch move. It is.
Yeah, it's a pussy move.
I sent him a message that says, your new EP is fire, but ghosting me is a bitch move.
Yeah.
And then that apparently set him off. The one negative thing I've said about him in 2 years when I've been a nonstop glazer. It's like DJ Academics giving Drake one piece of criticism. I'm not saying Drake's like that or whatever, but my point is, like, one thing I said negative about him ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, I'm the #1 glazer of him. And then he goes, he apparently gets that message.
Yeah. 3
months later or whatever, makes a diss track. So if you have a problem with Gentleman's, I don't even know what I'm trying to say with this, but like, that whole thing, I was thinking, like, there's got to be something else he's pissed off about, because there's no way this is it. And so I called him up. He pretended the call wasn't working, which is kind of stupid. Like, oh, what? I can't hear you.
What?
And then he's like, yeah, kill yourself. And then he hung up. And I saw red at that moment. I was like, okay, it's fucking done.
This was after the diss track?
This was after my diss track.
Got it.
He dropped his first diss track. I dropped my second diss track.
Then
I called him up because I'm like, what? And I know I did call him up after making a diss track on him, which is like maybe stupid in hindsight. I don't know. But
well, you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to resolve it.
There's got to be something else he's pissed off about.
He could have. Okay, let's just say this, right? What if he went about it in a different way? You called him up and he says, hey, look, I don't want to continue this beef. Let's actually have peace. You don't lose the beef in that sense.
If he was like, bro, you're a bitch for that. And I'm like, what? Bitch for what? And then we had a conversation about why he was hurt. That could have been a much better situation.
Yeah, and then it's a win-win.
I don't even know why he's mad, bro. If he's literally mad, like, this is a miscommunication. I just told you. If he just told me he didn't like the song, this never would have happened. And by the way, I did 2 features for him without, like, I refunded him one and I didn't charge him for the second. So, and I told him, let's just take care of me next time when I want you for something. That's what he said he would do. So he owed me a feature pretty much. I wanted him to do the feature, and he got mad about it. Like from my perspective, I'm thinking there's got to be something I'm missing, because there's no way there's a 0% chance anyone is on his side here. So I called him up, like, what am I missing? And then he tells me to kill myself. After calling, like, that was like, bro, there's something wrong with this kid. Like, there's something wrong with this kid. Like, I tried to be kind. There's something wrong. Like, yeah. But I feel good about how I handled that overall, because
I think you handled it the best way. I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
Because it's such a stupid miscommunication.
But it was if it was meant to happen, it was meant to happen like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was cool to.
There's like
see it happen,
it
now
says
and not later.
Yeah.
Like, it's better now.
it says in the Bible, there's a time for peace, there's a time for war, there's a time for everything in that regard. There's certain things you shouldn't do because you morally don't feel it, but actually trust it.
Because I know he'll see this. I know he'll see this, and I don't regret anything I said here because I've been very cordial. But like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what was happening on the other end of this. I was never no one ever communicated any resentment, and no one gave me the chance to understand what was going on. So in that situation,
you just saw red.
I saw red too, but in that situation, I just gotta let it be what it is because I can't fix this. But
wow,
we
got a real conversation out of this.
I mean, usually people don't address beefs like they're not. I'm telling you the good and bad. Like I do feel I did act out of weakness by even addressing it. I do feel like
I don't think so.
But at the same time, if people keep stepping on me, they're gonna think they can step on me.
Yeah, and you can't let that happen.
I need to make an example out of somebody to show y'all that.
Okay, let's say you didn't respond, right?
I would have not been happy. I would have had a bunch of resentment because we could have talked this out, but I can't talk. But at the same time, we couldn't have talked it out because he had some sort of bad faith on me from the beginning of.
And you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah, but I've always been an emotional guy, so I'm not going to act like I never cared. I did care. That's why I did care about our friendship. I did care about his music. I did care about helping him. There's not a single person I would promote to people more than him.
Wow.
I put him in like a group chat of like some of my closest friends to kind of just bounce ideas off of and be like, it's good to be in a group of driven artists because then you can push yourself in marketing and all these kind of things. And I made playlists specifically just spammed with his songs to promote him. Talked about him in the Discord. I told him about told personal friends I knew in person about him and his music. And like, you should listen to this song. My buddy Robert, who's like one of my best friends, to put him onto that. I said, yo, have you listened to that album? Like, I was literally promoting this guy, and he didn't ask me to do it. I'm not saying he did, but I had so much love and that's how I am for people when I do. And sometimes shit happens like this, but I'm not gonna stop being loving to the people I'm on the side of, because that's what creates great results. And yes, you will get stabbed a little bit sometimes, but you shouldn't stop being yourself because of that. You know. That's my honest perspective on a beef. Like,
that's a good perspective.
And normally, and like, that's just how it is. Like, I'm not happy with the situation. I'm not happy with him. I don't respect him.
And people would be like, "Why are you happy? You actually got the dub, and you proved your point."
Some people don't think I have it. Some people
thing.
don't think I got the dub.
Really?
Yes, on certain sites, and that's fine. But that also kind of pisses me off a little bit. Of like Ziv6 sent out a tweet like saying, "By the end of this, everyone will know I'm the best rapper out of the group." It's like, this is about fucking rapping. Like, y'all slandered my name and brought me in this to prove who's a better rapper. Well, we could have just had a rap competition. Y'all want to do that? Like, you did all these social media antics, 20, 40 tweets about me, no exaggeration, to prove who's a better rapper.
Damn.
Like, that's what this. So was this a clout thing? It's got to be a clout thing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I thought y'all actually were mad at me for a personal issue, because that's what y'all put in the music. And now you're talking about who's a better rapper? We could have just had a lyrical miracle spiritual bar off. Like, you want to prove you're a better rapper? Fine, think you're a better rapper. I don't, like, that's what this, so that shit also pissed me off. Like, y'all are treating this like entertainment. I made that song to defend myself for what I said and express my hurt for the situation. This is not a rap beef I chose to be in. Mm-hmm. And like, oh, let's have a rap beef. Like, no. And people are looking at it as entertainment because that's how rap beefs are, which I get. But this was not like some planned rap beef that I wanted to do. Of, hey, let's smoke. Like, I don't want to give people who disrespect me to this level attention in the first place. Like, this was not a rap beef. This was a friend betraying me live on public, like, network. That's what it was to me. It's not a rap.
It's a personal execution.
He dropped another diss track. Are you going to respond?
Fuck
Buddy,
yeah.
it's not a fucking rap beef. It's not. It's entertainment to you, but it's me losing a friend and going through a whole crisis I didn't ask for me. That's what it is for me. If I want you want a rap beef, you want me to do the rap beef type shit, look at Say Dada. That's my example of me pulling strings to kind of create a competition in a way that doesn't hurt somebody. That's you want a rap beef, maybe me and Bray Liam or whatever are gonna do a freaking hit-a-thon where we see who makes the better hits, where we're not hurting each other. That's the beefs or the competitions that I want to be a part of, not someone slandering my name. Maybe someone can slander my hairline and stuff. Like, that's okay. Okay? If we're going to do you looked. Okay.
You have a good hairline.
I know, but point is, if we do Kid Rohan diss tracks in the server, I might even do in a whole event. Y'all can diss me. But if y'all make it personal, that's different. Like, that's different. You're crossing a line. So, like, that also is something that bothered me.
Wow. That was actually beautiful, the way you display that emotion, actually. Like,
I mean, I think it was nothing special, but like,
trust me, that was. That actually,
that's how I handle. I mean, this is an interview. Like, this is an interview I would never put out. No, not saying you shouldn't put it out, but like, I would never talk about these things publicly.
That's why 2 a.m. conversations.
Yeah, I would never talk about this stuff publicly because it probably would make me look so bad. Like,
there's gonna be a point in the video, and like a video that comes out in like 2 weeks or something like that, where I do this Say Dada impression, and I do this accent. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you want to talk about that?
We had a conversation with chat for like his Discord for an hour, and I was like, yo, I just want to say, like, did you feel way about it? And I didn't mean, he knows I don't mean any malicious intent, but I understand how you can feel malicious intent by doing that if it's not like a creative way. And I thought about it for a week, but I thought too much of the point of view of content. Like, oh, will this actually do well? And will people actually create a moment out of this? In hindsight, I don't think I would have done the moment again. But, and yeah.
You would have made the video either way. Because you had the other two.
Yes.
And the reading glasses line. Like, that was the line that hit for me.
Yeah. Chopper came with reading glasses.
But yeah, man, we just gotta spread positivity and do our own thing. For real. And what I wish for him is, you don't respect me, right?
Yeah.
You don't respect what I do. Stop worrying about me and show everyone else the power of what your thing is. You have a purpose that is the antithesis of mine. Okay, fine. Show people how crazy and good that can be. Instead of tearing my building down, build your building.
Facts.
That's what.
Grow together.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Wow.
If we're doing that, like, that's kind of my opinion on it. But hey, man, like, it felt good to get that out. Honestly, it feels like I feel like Drake in the chair, and you're like, LeBron is talking about the Pusha T diss, and he's like, how do you feel? I'm like,
well, let me tell you how I really feel. Like, yeah. And then he clipped the 8 minutes of that actual.
Yeah. Well, you have so much information on me in this live stream.
I love that. I get to know so many different sides of you.
The beef.
Yeah.
You guys know my thoughts on Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah. Also, just the emotion that you displayed. Like, you can say things, but like, what's your tone behind it?
Yeah.
Just like seeing how much you actually cared about that was really cool. I didn't understand that caliber of the beef. I honestly I thought you were gonna be, I don't know, like, I think rappers think they're so nonchalant with it. But I know damn well Kendrick is low key kind of stewing right now. And I mean, he even said,
Drake is definitely stewing. Drake is
oh yeah.
As hell, bro.
But I mean, even Kendrick said on that song, he's like, what would Lecrae do? Like, he's asking, like, what would this other rapper do in a sense, or
what would J. Cole do? Is what I would ask, honestly.
J. Cole.
Shout out J. Cole. What would Logic do? Logic had a one-sided beef with Maxo Cream for no reason, and Logic.
Wait, I didn't even know that.
Video saying, I've never heard of this Maxo Cream guy. Listen to it, it's fire. I didn't.
Wow.
Logic. What would Logic do? What would J. Cole do? Those are the questions I'd ask myself.
Yeah. What we gotta do?
I know. Yeah, but that's like, what are we? Man, that's all a beef thing. Like,
Yeah.
beef is cool, but like,
What was that? What was that?
It's
that
gotta
one
be
bar,
like-
that Logic. What's beef? Beef is when you rap about. Oh my gosh, you know
no,
what
that
I'm
was a
talking
great
about?
line. Like Logic said, beef is
When you
people killing people in the streets, because Logic had a beef with Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
And Joyner Lucas called up Logic like, "Yo, I realized I was just jealous of you, and I wanted to be in your place in every way, and I was projecting that onto you, and I'm so sorry." And
That was a
Logic
beautiful
like,
bar.
Logic was said,
Like, what's
that's
peace?
That's the
Peace
most
is when
genuine
you-
apology I've ever received in my life.
Facts.
And they became homies.
Yeah.
And then they went to the studio. Joyner
up.
played him ISIS.
Yeah.
Logic got
Well,
him a song.
Royce Fine.
Yeah, Royce put them together.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
And like, you win in life. Like, winning in the rap game is not the same as winning in life, in my opinion. Like, J. Cole and Logic are winning in life, in my opinion. And that's the more important thing to do. You can win, you can get some clout off hating on somebody in the rap game. But
Yeah.
J. Cole and Logic, that's what I aspire to be as a human being. Can you put your character first? To me, that's what it is. It's a very neutral perspective on the Kendrick Drake beef, but it is controversial. But I think them going to the depths that they got made me lose respect for both of them.
I could go into way more depth with that.
I think it doesn't. It's the easy route is to please the audience, and try to tear someone else's building down. But that's not. That's the hard route is to.
If you if people went into the 616 in LA, bought like the cover art of what it is, that's where it gets deep.
Yeah, I mean that was deep too. So
Yeah.
people are being very hypocritical on both sides.
Yep.
I'm looking at, okay, this sounds crazy, but Drake fans moving like Trump supporters. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the Twitter. That sounds so crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my red people. I'm sorry about that. But like, they look like not even Trump supporters. That's a little disrespectful. I take that back.
Fair.
They're moving like conspiracy theorists. Like,
Yeah.
they're like delusional. I'm not saying Drake. I'm saying his fans. Like,
Yes.
And Kendrick fans are insufferable.
Yes.
Insufferable. Oh my God, the amount of pretentiousness breathing from these people. The most insufferable fans I've ever seen.
What about?
I'm hating on their fans, not them.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I think Tyler's fans.
it's the same
in
thing.
2015.
It's what Hassan Minhaj said about politics.
Oh,
it's the insane versus the insufferable.
Oh.
Kendrick's fans are insufferable. Drake's fans are insane. And J. Cole's fans are happy people. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, Logic, even after the beef, drops a song where he's like, shout out Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. I'm like,
It's like
this guy does not know what's happening right now. Like, I
he
love
does
it,
not
though.
know the bloodbath.
I love it, man. Logic will always have my good graces, I think. I mean, I can't always say always, but Logic needs 20 times the appreciation he currently has, in my opinion. J. Cole needs 10 times. But Logic needs, like, so much love just from people. But people are idiots. Logic, I give you all the love right now. What you did, the things you paved, from me to you, I'm giving you love right now. You have helped 1 million people. People think your songs are corny. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a shit. Listen, you've done so much. You've done everything, every genre, every single thing to be a good person, every single thing to venture out of your lane, be positive to people. People came for your necks for no fucking reason. And I say this as a huge fan of Joyner Lucas, him being one of my favorite artists. People came for your necks for no reason, okay? And you managed to do the best you could. Logic, you deserve the world.
Facts.
J. Cole, you backed out of the beef. I said it the moment you backed out of the beef. I said it was a great decision, and I said, and I respected you for it. Everyone else is a stupid idiot who thinks everything is a game of rap beef and does not have a fiber of a brain that is more than that. Just wants to see blood, because that's who they are. They sit there and they look at rap like They look at King Von dying and they laugh and they say slide on the ops. Like that is the people that are the people like they sit there and glorify the street life, and rappers talking about it, but from a safe distance. Like Jack Harlow said on Common Ground, like that's who you're dealing with. They want y'all to rage because of the excitement of the beef, but they don't understand the mental impacts of it. They want y'all to fight in the ring and bleed for their entertainment. That's who you're dealing with. You understood to choose you, and they hated you for it, but you deserve your flowers too. Clip both of these moments. One for Logic, one for J. Cole if you want, please. Or I'll clip them. I don't give a shit. They need to hear this. They need to hear this. DDG, thank you for DMing me.
Oh, that was great.
That's all I'm gonna say about DDG. Who else do I give flowers to right now? Hobson, thank you for having a conversation with me 3 years ago. Bunch of people.
Wait, what? Hobson had a conversation?
I talked with Hobson 4 years ago.
Wow.
Debated him about Nevada rappers. Hobson, please come back. You disappeared for a year, and then you said you wouldn't do it, and then you did it again.
He's got a kid now.
He had a kid for a while, and he still dropped music.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Half these rappers got kids.
He hasn't dropped an album in 8 years.
I'm not mad at him. I'm just a little mad at him. I'm mad at him.
You're mad at him.
I love you, Hobson. Please come back. Please come back. We need you. Please. And same with Joyner Lucas. You think you're slick. You're saying, I'm going to drop 2 albums a year.
Bullshit.
Where's the 2 albums, bro? Where the hell are you? ADHD 2, you said is coming soon. That album must have ADHD in it because it's not coming on time. It's not focused. What is happening? I'm not dissing ADHD. I love the album. Where's the next one? Where's the music, buddy? Joyner Lucas, what's going on, bro? This is what I'm saying,
He's
bro.
in his
I know
Lambo.
you're making $250,000 a month from Tully, but come on, bro. Give us something, man. Spare me some change, okay? Like, who else we got? Denzel Curry, you're amazing. I just saw you live. You are literally one of the best artists overall ever. I don't care. I don't care who talks to me. You deserve your flowers more than anything. You are literally everything. You've shown you can make hits. You've shown you can do concepts. You've shown you can do everything. You're amazing. Best performance, best concert I've ever gone to, ever. Who else needs flowers? Odwin, I mean, you already know, bro. Odwin has shaped the scene. Quedeca has shaped the scene. I don't know who else to talk to. I'm just yapping. But I have so much love for Logic and J. Cole. Oh, XXX and Thassan, he already is loved.
Ski.
People making fun of him for that
for
father.
Ski.
What's a father thing? Listen, we were all corny in 2017. Corniness is what made us feel, dude. X was not corny. He was not corny at that time because we all were corny. So looking back at it 8 years, because we all were corny collectively, you think it's corny, but it's not corny. Do y'all understand? Like, that was the culture at the time. So he was in the culture. So let's not disrespect X. Like, that's just, yeah. And y'all also just hate emotional shit. Let's be real. Like, X is a legend to me. One of the deaths that impacted me the most. Yeah, shout out to X. You're not going anywhere, bro. You still got 40 million monthly listeners now. It's been like 8 years. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to be forgotten. I'm buying that revenge hoodie if I can, bro, because I just appreciate what you've done. Even though you're not even seeing this shit. I mean, maybe from the top. If we believe in heaven, then yeah. If we believe in the afterlife, then you're seeing this from the top. But hey, if you are, I mean, why the hell are you here? Like why are you here? Like, go. Like, this is a 2 a.m. stream with one viewer. Like, you're not one of these.
X, if you're here, make a sign.
I mean, if you're here, make a sign. Like, don't lightning strike us.
Yeah, don't, yeah.
Like, listen. That's what I'm doing, man. Like, you mean a lot. I wish I could have seen you live. I wish I could have met you. I always wanted to meet you. Who else is an inspiration? Big Sean. Yeah, you talk about freaking vitamins. You mean a lot, man. Like, that sounds funny, but like.
No. I sorry.
Sean,
Wait. Hold on.
Big Sean, NLE Chop. I told NLE this. That's the best part. I got to tell NLE how much NLE meant to me. NLE talks about real shit and mixes it with ignorant shit so people actually understand. And a lot of his music's super sexual because that's actually something you can rap about. That's not too unhealthy in my opinion. Like, if you talk about sexual expression, it's its own thing. But my point is, I got to tell NLE exactly how much he meant to me. That was a cool moment because I got to meet him twice, and I told him both times.
Was it the spiritual album, the Chakra
Yeah,
album?
I just told him specifically. We had a good conversation. But shout out NLE, Big Sean. You're doing similar. Like, you've shown that you value your growth above everything else. You also were dissed by Kendrick in a leaked verse, and you could have responded to it. But
wait, really?
Yeah, Kendrick reached out, said apologies, but you were basically mocked a little for not responding to Kendrick's leaked verse on you. And you took the better route of the spirit and not letting the audience just see people bleed. So thank you. I know you're good at rapping. You don't need to prove yourself to me, at least. These idiots with half a brain probably think you're not good at rapping, but fuck them. That's what I got to say to Big Sean. Who else do I got? Who else do we do? I feel like I'm just thanking everybody. There's so many clips. One of these is gonna get to somebody.
He really dissed?
Yeah, the old version of Element.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Travis Scott, you already know, bro. Travis Scott, I mean, you don't. Nav, thank you for being Indian. I mean, you didn't choose it, but thank you. That one, yeah. Nav, thank you for being Indian. I appreciate you. I don't have a lot in common with you other than we're Indian because the music you make is not the music I make, but you are a huge reason I can do what I do. So I will have that. Thank you for supporting Young Fazo. Young Fazo, thank you for being here. I know you get clowned on the internet and stuff, but I hate that you get clowned because you mean a lot to me. I like that song you made, honestly. And you get shitted on with these song wars because lack of image, but I think that's kind of rooted in something we all know. They don't expect a brown boy to rap like you. So I appreciate you, Young Fazo. You're awesome. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep praising people. Who else do I got? Let me see. Let me look through this list. I feel it's already 3:01. God damn it, bro.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching. This is gonna be somewhere. Please don't haunt. I hope this video doesn't haunt me. I really don't. Like 2 a.m. thoughts, man.
3 a.m. thoughts.